Liverpool's ongoing transfer business has taken another step forward with a notable development involving Newcastle striker Alexander Isak. With the club continuing to assess their attacking options, fresh reports have brought the Sweden international into sharper focus. It's a situation that now appears to be evolving, and one that could have real implications for the remainder of Liverpool's window. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool midfielder Tyler Morton is travelling to Lyon to undergo a medical for a permanent move, after a deal worth £50 million was agreed on Saturday. Morton is finalising a departure from Liverpool after 16 years with the club, with a deal now agreed for his exit. Liverpool knocked back an earlier offer from Ligue 1 side Lyon in the week before shaking hands on terms worth £15 million on Saturday. The Premier League champions have also negotiated a 20% sell-on clause in the deal. That will ensure a further financial boost if Morton is sold again in the future. Having gone unused in the 3-1 win over Yokohama F. Marinos in the final game of Liverpool's pre-season tour of Asia, Morton is now on his way to France for a medical. Provided he passes those fitness checks, the 22-year-old will sign a long-term contract with Lyon, who finished 6th in last season's League 1 to qualify for the Europa League. Morton joined Liverpool as a 7-year-old, having been spotted playing youth football for local side Greenleys. He established himself as a regular in first-team training, and he went on to make 14 senior appearances. 5 of those came under Arne Slot last term, including starts against Brighton, Southampton, and Accrington Stanley in the domestic cups. That came after Morton was denied a loan move to Bayer Leverkusen, having previously excelled during temporary spells with Blackburn and Hull in the Championship. There was no shortage of interest this summer, with clubs in England and across Europe registering their interest in a permanent deal. Portuguese side SC Braga were thought to be leading the race earlier in the summer, while Ajax, West Ham, Strasbourg, Ipswich and Club Brugge were also named as suitors. Now, in another groundbreaking Isak to Liverpool update, Liverpool will submit a second offer for Alexander Isak on the proviso that Newcastle secure his replacement, with a much improved offer expected on Tyneside. With some reporters maintaining Liverpool are inclined not to bid again after an offer in the region of £110 million was rejected, the Mail's Craig Hope has insisted Liverpool have not walked away. Hope, closely connected with Newcastle and currently reporting on their pre-season tour of Asia, has reported Liverpool will submit an improved offer should Newcastle make progress on Isak's replacement. Newcastle are said to be anticipating a much improved approach as they push to complete the signing of RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko after tabling a £69.9 million offer for the forward. The Slovenian would be a replacement for Isak, who is to return to Newcastle after training in Spain with his personal fitness coach while his teammates travelled to Asia for pre-season. Hopes adds that Liverpool will know they are wasting their time making an offer, whilst Newcastle are waiting for a response from Sesko, with Man United also in contention. It is a transfer house of cards, with one move to unlock the rest of the chain, and Liverpool have been told it will take closer to £150 million for Newcastle to do a deal. The latest report comes a day after Hope relayed that sources suspect the Reds have bottled it and have strung along Isak, but they would not have tabled a bid they knew would be rejected if that was the case. Sky Sports' Newcastle reporter Keith Downey, meanwhile, has added on YouTube that, obviously if Sesko comes in, that will allow Isak to go. Liverpool will come back in with an increased bid. All this nonsense that Liverpool have made their final bid. They have not made their final bid. There's 4 weeks of the window to go. Newcastle's public stance that they will not sell the Swede has shifted significantly, and it is expected that the two clubs will eventually reach an agreement for a British transfer record. For the time being, Isak will know Liverpool are serious in their bid to land him, having tabled a formal offer, and personal terms will be a non-issue after the striker moved to ostracise himself at Newcastle. So what do you make of this? Do you think Liverpool will submit another bid? Or is this all just a tactic to unsettle an incredibly dangerous player from a rival team? Let me know what you think. Will we see Isak walk through the doors of Anfield this window? In other news, Liverpool could be about to wave goodbye, at least temporarily, to one of their brightest young midfield prospects, with Celtic reportedly pushing hard to seal a deal for Stefan. According to sources, the Scottish champions are working on a loan-to-buy move that could be completed within days, with Brendan Rodgers personally driving the push for the 20-year-old. The Celtic boss is eager to reinforce his squad before their Premiership opener against St Mirren on August 3rd, and Bettic has emerged as a serious target. The interest in the Spanish youngster is far from new. As revealed last August, Liverpool were inundated with approaches for Bettic before he was eventually loaned out to RB Salzburg and then Las Palmas, gaining valuable experience in two contrasting European leagues. That development time appears to have done him plenty of good, and now he's once again in demand. From Liverpool's perspective, the door is open. The club are willing to sanction either a permanent sale or another loan, but a loan-to-buy deal is now considered the most likely outcome. Bettic, a graduate of the Reds Academy, would represent pure profit should a permanent transfer be completed, a factor not lost on those overseeing the club's summer business. Former England international Paul Robinson, speaking to the media, believes the deal is moving quickly and could be completed imminently. He also underlined the logic from both sides. Players on the fringes at Liverpool are finding it increasingly difficult to break into that starting 11, Robinson said. Bettic has had a couple of decent loan spells, and for Celtic, he ticks a lot of boxes. Bettic, still just 20, is heading into a critical phase of his career. At Liverpool, opportunities under a new head coach Arne Slot look limited this season, with the Dutchman reportedly content to allow him another loan move. But at Celtic, he could be handed a real chance to establish himself in a side aiming to dominate domestically and make strides in Europe. Celtic's interest in strengthening central midfield has been well documented, with it being reported back in July that the position was a top priority for Rodgers. Now, it seems Bettic could be the answer to that particular question, if the final details fall into place. For Liverpool, this is a potentially tidy piece of business. For Bettic, it's a shot at regular football under a manager who wants him. And for Celtic, it could be a low-risk, high-upside signing that adds both youth and technical quality to their engine room. As it stands, all parties appear aligned. Now it's just a matter of when, not if, the deal is done. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.